smokestack here. That was the power plant.
And Birdmen were
Power plant.
incarcerated.
They used to sell on Cloudy Avenue, electricity and power. It was steam powered.
23
And then
hours a
connected
day.
to that power plant was the bakery. They used the steam from the power plant to bake their foods in there.
This is Alcatraz.
But the prisoners were fed a very high-fat diet. They were never encouraged to exercise to shed any of that fat, and they were never allowed to take cold showers or food. They get acclimated to the cold water here in San Francisco Bay. There was, however, 36 prisoners involved in 14 different attempts to break out of Alcatraz. 7 were shot and killed, 2 drowned, the rest were all recaptured. However, there's 5 people of which they say are unaccounted for. Well, if you're unaccounted for from a maximum security federal penitentiary, I think it's pretty safe to say that you got away.
Yeah.
The most famous one was in 1962. Frank Morris and the England brothers jumped off this seawall here, where the rocks meet the wall, swam 1.4 miles over to our left to Angel Island, and were never seen again. Great movie, Escape from Alcatraz, sums up how they did it. Next 2-story building, there was no roof on it. That's where they kept the bad prisoners on rainy days. Or maybe not. That was actually a 2-lane bowling on the bottom, and there's a dance floor up on top for the prison guards and their families. Next 2-story building there with a green roof. That was the island's storage shed. They still do that today. You'll see a cluster buildings. One with the half-moon windows was the island's chapel. Below that was a Sally Port. Sally Port is a heavily fortified gate or entrance. This one here had a dry moat and a drawbridge. You can see the burnt out remnants of the warden's house up on top, just to the left of the lighthouse. And this big building here right on the water's edge, this is where the 70 guards and their families stayed. Women and children had to be shipped back and forth to school and work each day. Well, due to soaring costs, Alcatraz closed down in 1963. They deemed it surplus property, so it had been until 1969. I see a sign here on the wall that says United States Penitentiary. Above it in graffiti it says Indians Welcome, and below it says Indian Land. 1969, a group of 90 Native Americans claimed the land as Indian Land. Want to make cultural, spiritual, and educational center on the island. It's a great idea. Unfortunately, a few were in it for the many, had other intentions in mind, sold all the copper wire pipe for scrap, burned down a few of the buildings. 1971, they removed them from the island. 1972, the Parks Department took it over, doing any tours out here. You can see the Alcatraz flyer tied up to the dock. It's part of Alcatraz Cruises out of Pier 33. It is a great tour. I highly recommend it. If you're in town for any amount of time, grab your tickets today. If you want to go in a couple weeks, because they do sell in advance, usually about 2 weeks to a month in advance. It is a great tour. Like I say, it is probably the second best tour here in San Francisco. I don't have to say what the best tour is. Sorry, something in my throat here. I did cover a lot of history in a very short amount of time about Alcatraz. So if you have any other questions, please feel free to ask Patrick, because I told you everything I know. Please feel free to ask, and if we don't know the answer,